And welcome back to episode 38 of the Socially Distant Podcast. This is 33.33% of your hosts, Trent Hartloff here. Hope you're doing well. I'm here with Dylan Geffner as always, and we have a key member of our crew back, Bradley Dillenberg. He is our COVID survivor. How you doing?
Good.
Welcome back.
What's going on?
Welcome back.
Glad to be back. Still not feeling 100%, but I can tell you guys about my experience with COVID and everything. But glad to be here. Glad to starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess. So that's a really good thing.
It's crazy that we made it 36 weeks without a single case on this cast.
I ruined it. I ruined it.
No, I'm not saying you ruined it. It's just crazy that we made it that far, and then because I feel like none of our lives have changed that extensively.
No, I didn't do anything. I literally didn't do anything. I didn't go anywhere. We just had an unlucky start. Well, I didn't go anywhere. My mom and dad went somewhere, so that's kind of what happened. But
that's an unfortunate circumstance.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It was
That's
so
how
weird,
it be,
though.
Man. It spreads. How you feeling? Symptoms getting better?
Yeah, so, I could tell you guys a little bit about, basically how I got it, and then, how it all transpired. I think that's the word. Sorry, I'm licking my fingers. I'm eating chicken wings at the same time. COVID wings. Thank you. Shout out my boy Gator.
Yeah,
he dropped us off wings at our porch. Little love note attached. It was real nice, real sweet.
Yes, that was some holiday fucking awesome
some
shit.
holiday
I saw
cheer
that
right
and
there.
was like,
That brought me holiday cheer. I did smile.
No, it did.
Bro, that made me want to cry, and I was smiling.
He asked what I said about my mom and dad, but it made my mom real happy. She was real touched.
Yeah.
But basically, long story short, what happened was my mom and dad just hung out with some friends that they've been kind of just keeping in touch with a little bit, hanging out with here and there. But somebody must have just picked it up from somewhere because a few of them got sick, and then my dad he just had a slight little cold and a headache for the first 3-4 days, and then once he hit a week, that's when he really started to get bad. And the first day that he started to feel really shitty, he just went and got tested right away. And then 3-4 days later, he found out that he was positive and started to just keep feeling shitty. And I was fine for at least 10-11 days, and then I started to get sick. My mom had gotten tested. She went and got tested beforehand when he found out, because she was with him obviously at the same place, and her test actually came back negative. And then she felt totally fine. I felt totally fine. And then I started to get sick. And then, a couple days later, I got, worse. And then I went and got tested. And then I was positive. And then my mom went and got tested just, yesterday, I think. Because now my mom's, actually sick. So we kind of we're just passing it around to each other. So...
Yeah, that's what it is. It's also when you're living in the same house with someone who has it, it's that viral load that you're getting is super high because you're just in an environment where it's constantly being exerted.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was worried because my mom, she wasn't sick at all to begin with, and it was just me and my dad, and I was like, shit. I was like, she's definitely gonna get it, so it's just gonna be a matter of time. And when they call you on the phone and the health department and stuff, and they talk to you and they tell you stuff they tell you, oh, if you have a separate bathroom, use a separate bathroom, and, try to keep your distance. And, we do. Not we're sitting on top of each other, but it's so hard to, not be near the people that you live with. You're going to naturally be near them. You only have one kitchen. You have, one, living room, one dining room. They were, trying to tell me, if I'm, around them, or if I have to walk by, adjacent rooms, put my mask on. I was like, I'm not doing all this shit. I'm not going to be standing in the kitchen and my mom's standing in the living room and I'm putting my mask on. So, adjacent rooms were fucking still okay. I was like, nah, we're fine. But, I mean...
Apparently not.
No, I mean, yeah, you're definitely right. We're not now, but I told my mom and dad, and like they're both feeling like better now that like at least we can all say like, all right, we all got it. So for 3 months, however long they say, like we have the immunity. But
yeah, it's like a chickenpox party.
Yeah, no, definitely, and it's much better. I think it's a lot better too that like we got it all at the same time instead of getting it like one at a time. Like I think it's way better that it was this way instead of, you know, my dad got sick and then a month later I got it and then a month later my mom gets it at like separate times. We all just fucking upstairs marinating and coughing together. That's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly. If it was a situation where you guys got it apart from each other, you could have like re-gave it to someone because it's not 100% for some people whether or not.
Exactly. And I'm curious now too, because like now that my dad was positive for sure and I was positive for sure, I think tomorrow actually is the last day that I'm like contagious. So if I don't have symptoms like tomorrow, which I'm still going to, like I guess I could technically like leave the house, but I'm curious now to know how it's gonna work out, because if my mom went yesterday and got tested, so either like tomorrow or 2 days from now she'll get her results back. So then if my mom comes back positive, like I don't know how it all works, then do my dad and I have to then like quarantine?
You're gonna be
longer?
on lockdown for like the next 10 days.
I know, like I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Like I've already technically had it and recovered, so like if now somebody else in my family tests positive, like do I then have to quarantine even longer now to make sure? I'm not sure, so I'm gonna ask him, because like that's why I was saying like it's really good now that we all got it at the same time instead of like stretching it, because then we would have been quarantined for fucking 7 months.
True. Dude, it's crazy to see that incubation period, though, because you were saying your dad wasn't feeling good for like 4 days, and then he had to get tested and waited like another 4 days, and then you still like weren't feeling anything, or like how long it took for you to get it, and then the incubation period to start. But like
I can look at my calendar. Hang on.
It is weird that it just sits in your system for a while without doing anything.
Yeah, like my dad was sick for probably a whole week before I even started to feel anything close to symptoms.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't like that. That's like
no.
That seems like it could have some mutations to it, and like,
well, yeah,
that's scary.
I mean, look at the one in the UK. Like, now that it's dude, it reminds me of so much of Plague Inc. Because there's literally like perks you can add that makes it like 70% more like contagious and stuff like that.
It's how it is.
These are the end times.
Yeah, and then I saw mad shit about people like trying to circumvent the airports so they can get to their Christmas trips still from the UK. I'm like, dude, you guys are dirty.
Dude. That's retarded.
Like,
sorry, can't say
dirty motherfuckers. Like,
yeah, no.
They're literally traveling to the United States so they can circumvent the UK ban, because there isn't currently a ban between the two. So they can fly into Europe from, I don't know, man. It's just
anyone
crazy.
that does that should go fuck themselves. You are the AIDS of the country. You're the AIDS of the world. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't want that shit here.
Like, Europe in general, though, it's really easy for things to spread due to the fact that, like, the European Union, you can drive between countries like it's nothing. Like, they're states.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, dude, and a lot of, like, living quarters there are so close. Like, like a lot of, like, foreign places, like, the housing
Italy,
is, like,
that's why Italy was so bad, is because all generations of family live together in one dwelling.
Yeah.
Like, the grandparents live upstairs, and, like, the next generation lives on the next floor.
That's funny.
And they're all on top of each other.
I didn't know that. Is that, like, that's Italian?
That's why it was so bad at the beginning, is because all the elderly people lived with literally the youngest person in their family.
Get that out of here.
Fuck. Yeah.
A lot of them do that just because it's just like that's family, like the cultural family thing in Italy. And there's a lot of countries like that where like you're very close to like your not immediate family all the time.
Dude, that would be sort of like that's like different. That would be cool. That's like a whole like fucking, I don't know. My family gatherings
don't
get
know.
wild, so I could just see a lot of.
It's just like a
wild
party
daily
all the time,
times.
bro.
Yeah,
That's grandma's cooking 24/7.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
Grandma cooking.
It would be my great grandma, I guess. My mom's grandma. I remember when I was little, we used to go to her house, and she was like from Italy, and I just remember she would make like homemade spaghetti and everything.
Oh yeah, bud.
And it was stupid good.
That's gotta slap.
Yeah. But she was stupid old.
My
Even
grandma's
back
the best
when
one.
I was little.
All people know how to cook, man.
True.
Been doing it their whole life. You get good at it.
Very true.
So what you guys been up to?
Nothing much really. I played Cyberpunk like for the past week here. Been playing some Rogue.
You like Cyberpunk?
Yeah, it's a really good game, honestly. If you have a system to run it in, clearly, because that's the issue that everyone seems to be talking about on the internet.
Yes.
But whatever. Besides all that shit, it is a really good game. I don't know. It's a single player game. There's only so much you can do with it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, I would say that Witcher 3, like their other game that they made, definitely probably has a lot more. Like, it feels a lot more immersive and content-wise and stuff like that. I think a lot of the bad rap and shit also just hurt, like, anybody's play experience right now because they're just hearing all this bad stuff about it, so it's kind of hard to, like, get wrapped up into a game when everybody else in the world is saying the game sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of gotta just.
That's very true.
You gotta just
Yeah,
take
but
it.
I really liked it. I don't remember how I gave it a rating on the last podcast, but it's a pretty good game.
6 out of 10.
Nah, it's a solid, like, 8.7.
Ooh, that's a
Heard
good
it here.
game, man. That's a good
8.7.
game.
That's good.
You want to know what I found? That was probably like at least 8.7. I'd probably say like a 9.1 max least. I watched a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Wayne and I binged for the first and second season. Oh my god, the emotional attachment that it builds with little baby Yoda is fantastic. Grogu. Oh my god. I love that shit.
It is real good, not to spoil anything. I don't think those Death Troopers at one point in the thing are... I think those are honestly from like a Star Wars comic or something, but those motherfuckers are sweet.
Those are pretty
I
cool.
really... I think they did Mandalorian does a really good job, and I really hope that they continue with this, because I saw all the other stuff that they said they're putting out, like the Obi-Wan like show, and they have something else.
Fett.
Yeah, like, they're doing a really good job of keeping the character, like the actual actors they had from the original stuff, and bringing them over. I think that does a lot for making fans like actually want to watch the shit, because like if they recognize, like, the whole thing with like them bringing all the Spider-Man back for like that new Spider-Man movie that's coming out, like
for Toby.
Yeah, like bringing Tobey Maguire back is gonna literally bring in so many more people. They're just like, that's my Spider-Man.
Yep.
And like, if you can do that in any situation, you're gonna get people to come and watch your shit, because like
Just
all
like
the people
Brad.
that like hated you.
Brad,
Yeah, exactly.
Brad said he's only coming for Toby.
Only going for Toby. That's my Spider-Man.
That's so exciting, dude. Like, the way that they did that, the Spider-Verse, is just really fucking badass.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. I think the way I don't know. I think the reason they did it and the reason they do a lot of other stuff is so they can keep options open for the future. I think movies and stories.
Content, you know what I mean?
Movies and stories and timelines, especially with like Marvel like that. Like, I feel like a lot of their stuff is you don't really get a definite answer a lot of the times, because they want to keep the availability open.
Yeah. But like, what's next for Marvel? Like,
oh, they released
Yeah, they got mad shows coming out on Disney Plus.
Oh.
HBO Max is honestly a nice one right now to have because their Warner Brothers is launching all their movies that would be in theaters also on HBO Max. So Wonder Woman comes out on Christmas on HBO Max.
I saw that.
You can get a 7-day free trial. Not a sponsor. If you would like to watch Wonder Woman on Christmas.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah. But
wait, Wonder Woman's Marvel?
No, DC. But DC, Warner Brothers owns DC.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, that had me all sorts of. Oh, funny. Dude, they've been promoting it as WW84, and every time, like, for the first, 8 times I saw the commercial...
World War 84.
I was just like, yo, what the fuck is this? And I, was not, paying attention, and I was like, oh, it's Wonder Woman. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's funny. I'm probably gonna end up watching it on Christmas, because, I'm just staying here. It's not like I'm gonna...
Yeah, it's a new movie, and you can get it for free, so...
I used to love doing that, honestly, on, holidays when I was little, we'd go to the movies.
Really?
And go, on Easter or something. Yeah.
That's badass.
I think I went and saw Fast and Furious one Easter. I think it was Fast 6 or 7, maybe.
Sounds like a pretty wild Easter.
Yeah. It gets you hyped up. Because, after you eat, there's really not much to do at a holiday.
That's very true.
Yeah, no, you're kind of just chilling. Well, every time I type in something now to search on Google, it goes to, Yahoo search. I don't want Yahoo, I want Google search. What the hell's going on here? Fuck having a Google. The hell having a Google.
Yo, are you boys excited for this fucking basketball that comes on in 3 minutes?
I can't believe it's already out, dude. I can't believe it's already here.
71 days. 71 days since the last finals game. The shortest off season in history of all sports.
I think it's wild. I feel like it's too soon.
Do you think that's gonna affect how they play?
I think that some teams I think some the shitty teams that had fucking a whole fucking half a year to rest might be really good or really I don't know. It's gonna be the craziest season.
It might be really bad.
Yeah, could be really bad. But some players could develop like Tyler Hero and be fucking badass. Some players could be fucking Anthony Bennett or James Harden. You guys hear the James Harden news?
No, I don't.
Well, one, he's on the trading block and he wants
Oh, he's
out.
fat as fuck.
One, he's been in strip clubs in Vegas and shit. He said he was working out in Vegas, and they see him at a strip club. Okay. And then he comes to training camp, and he's been in mad altercations with teammates, and then I guess he whipped the ball at a rookie today. So or yesterday or some shit. So yeah, he's going fucking crazy.
That's wild,
dude.
It's so dope.
Dude, I wouldn't even trade for him. I don't know. I got a bad feeling that he's just gonna deteriorate in value as he as he just wants to get out of there, and the Houston's gonna have to take something shit for him, and they're gonna they're either gonna lose him for nothing or they're gonna lose him for something really shit, undervalued, and it's because what James is doing to himself, which is sort of shitty on the organization. He's making himself undervalued.
That was weird. Oh no, Jared Leto's gonna be in a Marvel movie.
I'm over it.
Dylan's already over it. Dylan don't want to hear it.
Dude, fuck that dude, man. He's a cultist.
Who's Jared Leto? I'm uncultured.
The dude that played the Joker in the Suicide Squad.
Oh, dude, I don't understand. That was so stupid. You never.
He
even
also
saw him
played a really good role at one point. If you've seen Dallas Buyers Club, have you ever seen that movie?
I have
with Matthew McConaughey.
I have not, but I heard it was good.
He plays some weird transgender person who's super anorexic and weird, and he actually does a really good job at playing that role.
Well, I can see why they tried to get him for the Joker, but I don't know.
Dallas Buyers Club is a very good movie. If you ever want to watch something.
All right, are you
It's
ready?
on Netflix.
I'm gonna hit you with all the Marvel movies that are scheduled or all the upcoming ones that have been announced as far as that goes.
Where the fuck is Black Widow ever come out?
Hang on, we're telling you. I'll get to it. Ready?
Okay.
March 19th, 2021, Morbius, the Jared Leto one. May 7th, 2021,
Wait,
Black Widow.
Morbius?
Yeah, Morbius. He's playing Morbius, I guess.
What the fuck
June
is
20
That's the first.
June of 2021, we have Venom, Let There Be Carnage. July 21, Shanghai and the Legend of Ten Rings. November of 21, The Eternals. December of 2021, Spider-Man Homecoming 3. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is in 22 in March. May of 22, Thor Love and Thunder. Into the Spider-Verse 2, October of 22. Then you have Captain Marvel 2 on my birthday in November of 22. Black Panther 2 is to be announced because obviously R.I.P. Chadwick. Blade
True.
is going to be coming out. Mahershala Ali is going to play the guy, which I like to do that. He's cool. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is to be announced. And Fantastic Four to be announced. Ant-Man and the Wasp, they're another movie. And then apparently they're supposed to have a female-centered Spider-Man and Spider-Verse movies as well.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like Spider-Gwen.
Yeah. And then Deadpool 3. Some movie called Silver and Black, which I've never heard of. Silver Saber and Black Cat. And then a Logan X-23 spinoff, which is interesting. Wonder how I feel about it.
So you said like at
X-Men?
least 5 or 6 things in 2020
That I've never heard of. Yeah. Apparently. There's a lot of shit I've never heard of either. I've never heard of Morbius. I've never heard of
I think Morbius is like a vampire something to an extent.
Okay, that guy would play it well because he's super white.
yeah, he's weird as shit.
He's like whiter than my
Yeah,
fucking
the
walls.
movie will center on the vampiric character Morbius and be directed by Daniel Espinosa. Michael Keaton, who played the Spidey nemesis Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming, is set to appear in the film, tying the two movies together and perhaps ushering Morbius into the third Tom Holland Spider-Man film.
Is Morbius might be.
Which
the
one
bad
is
guy.
the one that's supposed to have all the Spider-Mans, though?
I'm assuming that third one.
Homecoming 3?
Yeah.
Damn, when does that come out? You said is that 2022 or 2021?
Because that third one is supposed to start like that Doctor Strange one and that Spider-Man one are supposed to start introducing like the multiverse and like the Spider-Verse and all that shit into the actual canon, so they can start bringing in like a whole bunch of like shit from all like the X-Men and all that stuff into.
Yeah, because under this thing
That's
for
badass.
Spider-Man 3 Homecoming, it says that Alfred Molina, who was Doc Ock in the original Spider-Man film, and then Jamie Foxx in Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man films, both of those guys are gonna be in Homecoming 3. So
Yeah, see, they're
it's
bringing
the same
in
universe.
they're like trying to converge like all the films into one film.
That's crazy.
It's so badass. Like imagine.
It's dude. I hope like they're like mid-fight from both films, like they cut it into and they fall into like the third film, and you just have 3 fights from all the
That'd
films.
be wild, dude.
happening
Yeah,
all-
because I mean, Doctor Strange. I feel like now Doctor Strange is pretty much gonna be like in all the movies how Iron Man was.
yeah. Well, that he's gonna be like the next. He's gonna be like Tony Stark.
Yeah,
like leader status.
More or less.
Yeah.
He should be. Hopefully he is. I mean, I'd like to see like Spider-Man, but like he's Spider-Man. Doctor Strange should now be like the honcho. He should be the head man. I guarantee you, Dylan, something's gonna happen like that. You're gonna have Andrew Garfield's gonna be fighting Electro. My Spider-Man's gonna be fighting Doc Ock, and then you got young British boy. He's gonna be fighting somebody else, and like all of a sudden they're just gonna like they're all gonna be swinging. They're all gonna be swinging through like the skyscrapers, and then all of a sudden all 3 of them are gonna collide.
Well, did you see Far From Home?
No, I never
Yes.
saw that one. I need to watch that one.
Yeah.
That one was good. I like that.
During the end credits, they set up the third film to be like Spider-Man's not in a good. I'm not gonna spoil it, but he's not in a good spot. Like at the end credits, it's setting it up to be like he has to like redeem himself to a certain extent.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch it then.
because he in that movie, like, it's him and Mysterio, which is like the dude with the big globe on his head.
Yeah. I gotta watch that one.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah,
honestly.
Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah, honestly, it was the only movie that Marvel movie where I was genuinely like kind of surprised, like with the outcome of it, because most of them are just like the superhero formula. Like you kind of
It's a superhero. You have a laugh, then you have a fall, then you have a big rise.
Yeah, except for Infinity War where they killed everybody. I was shocked.
I know. Spoilers.
They honestly, like, it's so, like, Marvel is so badass, bro. Like, they own that shit. Like,
they don't give a shit.
Dude,
they'll kill everybody and not give a
They're so much better than DC. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like,
dude, it's crazy. And, like, Fortnite just did, like, an entire season with Marvel. Like,
true.
They are trying to be as relevant. I feel like with kids especially, they probably love that shit. So if I was a kid, I'd be so hyped. If I was growing up like in this era where there's like literally a new superhero movie every 3 months outside of coronavirus.
That is very true.
I wouldn't be hyped about that part. That growing up as a kid in coronavirus probably sucks ass cheeks.
That's very true. It's probably raising some fucking weird fuckers getting way too used to the internet. Fucking.
God, delete it. Get rid of the internet. 2020.
Oh god.
I hope everybody enjoys their $600. That's all I gotta say.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
I'm gonna enjoy it, honestly. That's gonna pay for my rent for the month, and I'm gonna take the extra $200 and put it towards my future.
Dylan's gonna take that extra $200 and he gonna invest in it.
Dude,
this is the way to do it.
Take that whole $600 and try and invest it as much as I can, or just hold it.
I'm starting a lot of stuff like beginning this next tax year. I'm gonna like start my Roth IRA up completely, get that all set. I'm gonna roll over some of my stuff from my other thing, and then I'm supposed to be starting with that, trying to get those bills passed and stuff starting next year. So a lot of good stuff.
Oh yeah, baby.
Hell yeah, Ricky.
It's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I almost, dude, if I 100%, there was this opportunity that I could have taken, but if it wasn't COVID, I would have 100% taken the opportunity. There was this group that worked with the nonprofit I worked with before that was willing to fly people out to Georgia to go canvas. They would pay for your hotel room, they would pay for your flights, and they would pay for a rental car. Damn. And they would pay you $1,200 for the 2 weeks and pay for your food and everything. So it was a pretty much expense-free trip to go to Georgia to canvas, but that is not. It was literally I would have to leave December 26th.
Damn.
I'm like,
there is
no way.
That's cool.
I'm like, this is COVID season right now.
We don't do no traveling.
If it wasn't that, I would have taken that shit all day. That would have been so cool.
Yeah, that would have been lit.
Dude, I've never been to Georgia before.
I swear, like, just like you saying that, like, traveling and stuff, it just made me think, like, me and my mom and dad were having a conversation, like, I think it was, like, literally yesterday, and, like, even though they say we're supposed, like, that 3-month immune period, like, I'm so glad that you guys don't have to, like, experience it. Like, luckily we didn't have it, like, terribly bad. Like, I didn't have it, like, super bad. Like, unfortunately a lot of people do, but it was enough to definitely, like, make me be like, you know, if I don't go to that, like, party, or if I don't go to this place, like, I'm okay with it. Because, like, even the slight chance of getting it again, dude, it's not worth it. It was just, like, the most unfortunate, like, past week of just feeling like shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
that's God. Understandable. I feel like that's how a lot of people are, honestly.
Yeah, no. My mom and dad said, like, the same thing. They were like, yeah, like, going certain places, not really worth it anymore. Because I don't want that shit again.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking. Ow. It's the times we live in.
Yeah. Not fun.
Truth.
Not fun.
Different
Make
shit.
sure you get your vaccine and your chip. That's what the
True that.
Republicans told me to do.
Can you? So how long do we have to wait before we can get the vaccine?
I have no fucking clue. We'll see.
My
I say, if I had to make a guess, it would good situation like April, like late April, May. Bad situation sometime in the summer.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to my sister, but I'm pretty sure she's like technically able to get it soon because she's a healthcare worker.
Yeah, healthcare worker. You want to know something crazy that has been occurring here in Pittsburgh with that? Okay, so healthcare workers are like on the list to be like the first people to get it or whatever.
Yeah. Well, they
That
should be
also
because they have to take care of the sick people.
Yeah, that also includes healthcare administrators, people working from home who never get anywhere near the hospital here in Pittsburgh. So there's all these people who have been working from home since the beginning of the pandemic,
Oh my god.
getting vaccines before people who work on the actual
Yeah,
front
that's not
lines of
right.
getting vaccines.
Yeah, and politicians too.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing.
Dumb
That
as
nice
shit.
little $600 stimulus bill. You also paid for doubling the health care for our senators and congressmen. So they get double the health care they had before.
Nice.
Thanks to
How does
this
that make any
little
sense?
bill. Oh, you know. That's
Dude.
$600.
Yeah,
That's all
America.
CNN wants you. Oh my god. That's bad.
Yeah, makes no
Anyways.
sense. Dude.
I'm not going to complain about it because it is, I know for a fact that if we win this Georgia race, there will be another stimulus bill in January.
What do you mean the
100%.
Georgia race?
They'll get those 2 Senate seats. If the Democrats win those 2 Senate seats, there's going to be 100% another $1,200 stimulus bill like in January, guaranteed.
Dude, if that race is won Democratic, we should throw our money into the market because literally the influx of fucking money from one stimulus, like one's already coming for sure. If 2 come,
I'm telling you
Bro.
right now, if that Georgia race goes blue, 100% by January 24th, there will be another stimulus bill on the Senate floor. Guaranteed. I don't know, like I could be talking out of my ass, but I know how politics works enough to, like they've been trying their asses off to get that shit. It's probably going to be in the ballpark of like a $2 trillion bill, if I had to make a guess. I was talking with Jake about it earlier. It would make sense because the Democrats since March have been trying to get a $3.2 trillion bill passed. They got $998 billion, so they pretty much almost got a $1 trillion bill passed. So if they can get a $2 trillion bill passed, they got what they wanted, and they got all the little stipulations they needed.
Damn.
So watch the Georgia Senate race if you invest in the stock market. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, I honestly think that's gonna have a huge like.
It's also
impact.
going to have bad
Huge.
impact on several parts of the stock market because
The
an entire
the whole weed sector, all fucking everything,
Yeah.
bro.
Democrats in general would more likely than not put some regulations on stock trading. Not a lot because Republicans would still have enough power in the Senate to get rid of most of that. But there wouldn't be a split government as much as there would be if the Republicans won that race.
Well, we can only hope. And
I hope we don't a split government because a non-split government means that Joe Biden can actually get things passed, and that's a good thing
Yeah.
because that means green energy, marijuana, no COVID.
and all my stocks going through the roof, boy. Everything. Literally the future. It's just like,
Definitely green energy, but I don't know about the no COVID thing. I don't know if it's just gonna be like a.
Dude,
we're gonna
I
put
think
a
we're
dome
too
over
far
the United
gone,
States.
boy. I think we're too far fucked. Like,
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone forever.
dude, like, I
Nah, man,
We'll
we're
find out.
fine.
don't know. Like,
We'll find out next episode.
I don't think we will.
Not really. Well, hold on. Well, no. We still got a couple. We got like a month left of Donald Trump.
Yeah, we got a while.
A little bit less than that.
We got a little bit.
He's been throwing a lot of hissy fits. It's kind of... I mean, it's not funny because he's like destroying the fabric of our country. But it's funny because it's Donald Trump and he's a little crybaby boo-boo.
The fabric of our country was already fucking destroyed. He just pushed it over the edge even more. No, it was already pushed over the edge. He just fucking pissed on it and lit it on fire.
Yeah, they've been having a bunch of meetings in the White House lately, and he's been throwing hissy fits at everyone. Mike Pence, he doesn't like Mike Pence anymore because Mike Pence got a vaccine on public television, and
his own VP.
He's the one that hyped up warp speed though the whole time.
He doesn't like Mitch McConnell because Mitch McConnell, I don't know.
Mitch McConnell recognized
said Joe Biden as the president. Yeah. So all of his cronies and everything that he has got, like, dude, he's literally at the bottom of the list of the people who like support him. He's got Rudy Giuliani, I think, still, and a couple other like crazy, like just weirdos. Like Bill Barr, who literally has lied for him for the past 3 years. They don't like. He hates Bill Barr now. Like, Bill Barr has, like, literally ruined his entire reputation for the rest of his entire life for Donald Trump, and now I don't know, man. That man is crazy.
I don't know, dude.
It's a... I don't even care about him anymore. It's funny to watch, like, internally, just the whole thing fall apart in front of him.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know for
out of it than I do. I don't even pay attention to it. I don't pay attention to politics because it just annoys me and frustrates me.
It's just...
I do, but
like, I don't want to see... Like, I would rather, like, the whole situation just end on, like, when Joe Biden comes in and I never have to hear about it again. I know that's not going to happen. More likely than not, a lot of people are going to try to put Donald Trump in prison, and it's going to be a really bad situation. Sure. Because they're waiting, dude. The Attorney General of New York is waiting. She has so much shit waiting on her desk the second that man is a citizen of the country again. It's bad. She can put that man in prison for the rest of his life. If she wanted to.
It won't happen, though.
Well,
dude,
I don't know, man. You can only fight the law so much when you're a citizen.
I know, but he's got so much fucking money and so much, like, all this other shit.
Yeah, he gave $675 million to his family in the past couple months here using donations.
Damn.
That's a nice one.
Wait, why?
Okay.
It's pretty much embezzling money.
Those text messages he's been sending out, I saw one today where it was like, give the campaign $35 if you really support Donald Trump, blah, 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 blah. Those things have actually been flowing into a shell company that he created, where his entire family are like the CFO, like the CEO and everything of that shell company. It does absolutely nothing. It's just a shell company.
Hello?
Dylan lagged out for me. Oh, he's back.
Oh, hello?
There we go. We lost you for a second, big dog.
Okay, since I was still talking on the thing, I'll just sum it up. It's just pretty much like he created a shell company that he was flowing all those campaign donations into, and his entire family were the people in the shell company, so they were just getting all the money from it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and he gave $675 million to his family members using campaign donations, which is highly illegal.
Oh, shit.
And the only reason it came out is because a bunch of people in the Trump campaign found out about it, and they were really pissed off that he was lying to them about it.
Yeah, well, that's what he does. You don't have the best track record.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean,
that's fucking ridiculous.
I don't know how illegal that is for a billionaire, because I feel like billionaires can get out of anything at this point.
Yeah.
But for a normal human being, if Trump went and created a shell company and embezzled $675 million into it,
I'd be in jail for the rest of my life, dude, and I would be gone. I would literally be gone. I would fucking be eating 3 meals a day. in a fucking jail cell.
You'd be in like.
As my boy J. Cole says it, 3 hots in a cot.
Very true.
Gonna serve you 3 hots in a cot, baby. That's what you get.
That's very true.
3 hots a cot and a freaking
Roof over your
great
head.
view. Just a bunch of walls, but. Oh.
You gotta rip that meme of the week here, good sir.
Let's rip it.
And then
Yo,
I'm gonna lay down in
About
what's up?
prison though, I see a lot of people on TikTok that have phones in prison. Like people in prison on TikTok. And I don't understand how the
I got a lot of those.
that can just happen and be on
There's
TikTok.
a lot of jails and prisons that allow them to have a lot of stuff. Like, you can get, like, they give them, like, full access to, like, the internet and stuff like that.
That's so weird, dude.
Dude,
You can have
jail,
a Keurig.
honestly.
You can have everything.
There's some that will literally let you have, like, a full, like, apartment in your cell.
I don't understand that, and that's literally tax-paying dollars. Fucking
Why would
paying,
you ever
Yeah,
want
it
to
is
leave?
tax money.
paying
Well,
for
a
fucking
lot-
internet
they-
in the internet.
They have to pay for it. Like, they have to pay for all the stuff in the cell or whatever. Like, through their... I don't know what the heck the thing is called. Where they buy stuff. They go to, like, a little store in the jail. And buy stuff.
The credits.
Huh.
You get to turn your credits in.
Yeah.
Alright. But I will get to it, back at it like I never skipped a beat. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your favorite segment of the Socially Distant Podcast, the Meme of the Week. I am B-Deal coming at you with your Meme of the Week. We are back after a little hiatus. The boys took it away for me last week to keep it running, so hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully it was still decent. But we got a banger meme for you once again, brought to you by the Nugget Instagram page. Of course, not a sponsor. And this one made me laugh because this one is literally my exact reaction when this happens. And the caption of this small video says, when it says added by search, but your Snapchat isn't posted anywhere. And this guy's like turning around and he's getting dabbed up by this dude. He's got such a really weird, confused look on his face. Like, what? What you talking about? And that's me, because, you know, somebody adds you on Snap, it says added by search, but you don't post your Snap anywhere. You know, you're like a little bit friendly, but you're hesitant because you're real confused. And that's happened to me so many times, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, though. But that was, you guys can see that, right?
Yeah, I do see that. That's mad funny.
I know, the guy's face kills me. He's like, what? I like this comment. I like this comment right here. This girl said, I get aggressive as shit with that bullshit. But that was your Meme of the Week episode, what, 38 you said? Because we didn't count last week as an actual episode. 38. Bada boom.
38. The sick cast.
The sick cast.
I guess this is technically the Christmas cast, too. I didn't
I
even think about
forgot.
that.
Oh, that's right. Merry Christmas,
Comes
everybody.
out Christmas Eve.
Merry
Yes,
Christmas.
Are we going to
everybody.
have a New Year's cast? Yeah, we'll have a New Year's cast.
Will we?
I think so.
Why, when is New Year's Day? Friday? Oh, that's right. Oh, dope. We get New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve when the podcast come out. That's cool.
Let's go.
That's kind of dope. Awesome.
Merry Christmas,
That's
everybody.
crazy. One more podcast, and then we will see you guys next year. That's wild. I love saying that to people because it's just stupid. Well, y'all see you next year, man. It's like 2 days.
It's like the biggest dad joke.
I know.
Shit.
Hey, I get a lot
That
of girls
actually
that
really
tell me I
works
get a lot of
out
dad
because
vibes.
episode 39 is the last episode of like season 2, technically.
Yeah, I don't know how we timed it up. That
Is
good.
it?
That was
Because I
fucking-
thought 1 through 20 was season 1.
Hold on, let me look at it.
You should double check that. Because I could have swore
I
1
could
through
be
20
completely.
was season
I think
1.
you might be right because I don't usually do odd numbers.
Yeah, because I thought we did
Sure.
full 20 episodes.
So we just
Yeah.
started season 2 on 21.
Yeah, because it was basically like a full 20, and then it was like 1, so it was 21.
Yep, you're right.
Is
Episode 21 is season 2 premiere.
Okay, so that
Episode 20 is season 1 finale.
so that means that the one that comes out
over the new year. The one that drops, because next week, the 29th, when we record, and the one that's released on New Year's Eve will be 39. And then that means the one that is released January 7th will be the season 2 finale, even though it's technically the new year already. But who the fuck cares? We're not going by the New Year's. We're going by the weeks.
True.
Unless you really want to count last week's as an episode to keep it within a year. Can't do it. He said. I appreciate that. I wasn't here. Gotta keep it running.
Well, do you guys like my title for 37? I thought it was good.
Let me look at it.
It was "You Will Be Amish by 27."
Oh yeah, that one was
yes,
funny.
dude.
I was like, wait a minute, which one was it?
Dude, Luke fucking was like, he called me like later that Thursday night and was like, he's like, so am I gonna be Amish by 27/7? Like how? I was like, what?
Wait, who?
Luke said that to me. Fucking
Who?
Luke. Oh, my friend Luke from college. Luke.
Oh,
Corn boom.
that's funny as shit. Why am I gonna be Amish? That's awesome.
Dude, that shit made me laugh.
I was trying to get those cyberpunk YouTube searches to flow in there.
Cyberpunk.
Well, I think
Alright,
I'm gonna
boys.
hop off and watch this basketball because this shit's got to be hot.
Yes,
I'm gonna
go back to watching Teen Mom. I've been watching Teen Mom 2 on
Yo,
Netflix.
Teen Mom 2. Is it on Netflix? Teen Mom 2?
Yeah.
Oh, it
2
just
seasons
slaps.
right now.
Teen Mom 2. Who's your favorite?
Really?
Don't be throwing shade at my girl Janelle.
Janelle is very stressful.
She's wild. I love her mom though. Her mom,
Dude,
Janelle.
Her
mom
fuck
wild.
Kiefer. Dude, her mom is abusive as fuck, to be honest.
Her mom, the Southern lady.
Yeah, dude, she is like super like.
She's a badass. What the hell is her name? She's a badass though.
Barbara.
Barbara's a fucking badass.
Yeah, Kiefer's a fucking. I think at some point they end up doing
K-Fat.
heroin together.
K-Fat. That's what she sounds like.
Yeah.
Alright.
Good ass show. Watch it on Netflix.
Watch it on
2
Netflix.
seasons out right now. Hopefully they add more because I've been binging it pretty hard. It's
Team Mom
awesome.
2. I'm gonna go take a shower and drink some tea. But
Farewell, everyone.
later,
We'll see you
later,
next week.
everybody.
Have a great Christmas.